So now that we've at least taken a look at every console, let's go back to the Game Boy Advance SPs and test these out. So I charged this one up for a while, and this battery appears to be working now. So if we flip it on, it's red, so it needs to be charged up some more. Well, this console does seem to work. Let me go ahead and put a game in and make sure it works. Yep, so SP number 1 seems to work. And this one actually looks pretty good as well. It's kind of scratched up on the front, but honestly, that's not too bad. But other than that, it seems to be working. The screen is not too bright, but it clearly is working. And so actually the reason this one looked kind of dimmer is because it's an AGS 001, which means it has a front lit screen, which is known to be dimmer. I think some of these other consoles are the 101, but we'll try those out. I know this is the only battery I have charged up right now, so we'll kind of just swap this battery between the consoles. We have this one is not open yet, but let's try out these ones that are open. This one, I tried out this battery and I think it's a bad battery, but let's go ahead and just try out this good battery on all the consoles, and we'll kind of, get a standard test going here. So flip that on. It seems to turn on, but there's nothing on the screen, which is not surprising given the condition of this console. As you can see, it's looks pretty bad. And yeah, I just tried to put a game in here and there's nothing on the screen. So I'm guessing somebody spilled Coke or some sort of soda on this thing and destroyed it. We could open this thing up and clean it out and get it to work. But we'll just move on to the next one and see how it does. So take the good battery, put it in here, take the game. This one again doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's pretty scratched up on the front, but inside doesn't look too bad. And this one, okay, well, it didn't turn on the first time. Not sure why, but now it's turning on and it does have sound. Yeah, so it's got sound. It's pretty dim, so I bet it's a 001. Yep, it's definitely an 001, but it does seem to work. So we got 2 out of 3 now that are working. That's good to see. So console number 4, we'll put the good battery in, put the game in, and let's see if this bad boy boots up. And what do you know? We got life. Man, these Game Boy Advance SPs are actually turning out pretty well, and the backlit screen looks good. Let's see what version it is. Yep, it's a 101. Nice. So that's kind of funny. I guess they didn't even try swapping batteries. Oh, well, it looks like my internal battery on my game is bad, and the console just turned off, but I'm pretty sure that's because I barely charged this thing up. I bet if I plug it into the next console, it'll do the same thing, but let's try it out. So I think we got one more. Actually, we got 2 more left. So let's go ahead. This one, I don't know if I tried charging that one yet, but I know this one has a good battery, so we'll put that in. We'll put the game in, and this one is very scratched up, but other than that, oh, there's the issue right there. We got a crack. So again, this one turns on as well. We got 2 cracks up here, so this one looks like it's a candidate for a shell replacement, and it looks like the screen is pretty dim, so I'm assuming it's a 001. Let's see. Oh no, it's a 101. I guess I was wrong. It keeps dying because I barely have any charge on these consoles. I charged it up like the bare minimum to get it to work. So let me go ahead and charge this thing up a little bit more and we'll keep testing. So I charged it up for like 5 or 10 minutes. So hopefully it has enough juice now to get through a couple more consoles. This is the one we already tested out. It had the 2, the broken hinges right there. But it seems to boot up just fine. And I believe, like we looked at it earlier, it's an AGS 101, which is good to see. It is pretty scratched up, but, and obviously the hinges are broken. So we'll have to get a replacement shell there. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and try the last console I believe here that we have, and it is this pinkish, I don't know what you call that, rose gold. That's not rose gold, I think it's just pink. So let's try that out, put the game in there, and alright, and that one works too. Clearly I have not tested these for a long period of time, but I assume if I put a game in and it's booting up like this, it probably works just fine. And there you go. I think that's another 101 right here. It is. Dude, this is clutch. We've got 3 101s that work perfectly fine. Of course, one of them need to replace the shell. This one looks fine. It's got some like paint or something here that I can clean off. But other than that, it's pretty good, I mean, it's obviously scratched up, but functionality-wise, it works great. Now, I have a few other batteries that other consoles came with. Now, these 2 right here, I haven't tried charging or anything, so I'm not sure how they work. Now this one right here, I've tried to charge in multiple consoles. I've tried to turn it on in multiple consoles and it doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. I'll have to do some more testing on these 2, but I'll just have to basically buy a few batteries to get these things all up and running again. The only one that I seem to have an issue with is this blue one that's, extremely sticky and stuff. It didn't show up on the screen, so I might try to clean that up and see if it works, but all the other ones seem to work just fine.